Good morning, students. So, in previous lecture, we have discussed Ohm's law. Today, we are going to deal the constant term which is used in Ohm's law, that is resistance. What is resistance? Basically, resistance is the opposition offered by the conductor to the flow of current. So, it is the opposition which creates hindrance to the flow of current. We found that R, the formula R equals ml by n e square tau into A. So, this is the formula. So, if we take a conductor made up of iron, another conductor made up of same material, iron, but of different length, L1, L2, area of cross section A1, area of cross section A2, iron. The term in the bracket, what it represents? Here m, what is m? M is the mass of electron. So, mass of electron in both the case 1 and case 2 will be same. N represents number density, that is number of electrons per unit volume, which again will be same. E, charge on electron, and tau is the relaxation time. So, these quantities in the bracket are all constant for the given material. So, this is called resistivity. It is represented by another constant rho L by A. Now, if we know this term rho, what is rho? It is resistivity. If we know this term resistivity, then we can easily find the resistance of any given conductor of different length and different cross-sectional area. So, in different questions also, resistance of the conductor will not be given, but resistivity will be given, and by resistivity we can easily find the resistance of any given conductor. So, this is the formula of R equals to rho L by A. What will be the SI unit of R? As discussed before also, SI unit of R is ohm. SI unit of rho, SI unit of rho is meter, so ohm meter. SI unit of rho is ohm meter. SI unit of length is meter, and area is meter square. So, this is the formula of resistance. Now, what these terms represent, what is L, what is A, how we can define these terms. Let us take an example. Let us take a cuboid. Let us take a cuboid of different lengths. Let this length be A, this length be B, and this length be C. Now, if let current goes from face this side, or current goes from this side, current goes from this side and emerges out from this side. If the direction of current is given, then what will be the resistance of this conductor? R equals to question mark. Now, pause your video and find the resistance of this conductor. Let us begin. Now here, basically R equals to rho L by A. How we can write this formula or how we can apply this formula? Let us say current will go from this phase. The cross section of this area of cross section of this phase is A, and this is the length of conductor. Now we can write R equals rho L by A. Now what L represents? L represents the length of the conductor along the direction of current. Length of the conductor along the direction of current. It is very important. And what A represents? A represents area of that surface which is perpendicular to the direction of flow of current. Now in this case, when I will say the current goes from the upper phase, now the surface which is perpendicular to the direction of flow of current is this one. And the surface and the length which is along the direction of current, is this one. So how we can write the formula? We can write the formula as R equals rho length will be this one, that is B, by area of this face will be A into C, that is AC. So this gives the resistance of the given conductor. It means resistance of the given conductor not only depends upon the dimension, length and area, but also depends upon the direction of current. Let us take another example. Let this time current going from this side and emerges out from this side. Now pause your video and find out the resistance of the conductor in this case. Let us see. R equals. So again R equals rho, as resistivity does not change. It depends upon the material and not the direction of flow of current. So rho will be same. So R equals rho length. Now whatever length we will take, it will along the direction of current. So length along the direction of current represent is A. So length will be A by area. The face, this one will be our face. So this is B and this is C. The area will be BC. So this gives the resistance of the conductor. So what are the factors affecting resistance? Factors affecting resistance. Point number 1. As formula suggests, R equals to rho L by A. Length of the conductor. If length increases, the resistance will also increase. Point number 2. Area inversely proportional. How depends? Directly proportional. And area inversely proportional. If area increases, resistance will decrease. Point number 3. Resistivity. Resistivity means depends upon the material. Depends upon the material. If we change the material from gold to silver, obviously its resistance will change. Point number 4. Resistance also depends upon the direction of flow of current, as we have seen. Direction of current. This must be new to all. Direction of current also affects the resistance. Point number 5, temperature of the substance will also affect the resistance. Actually, temperature of substance will affect the resistivity, and consequently when resistivity will change, obviously resistance will change. How temperature affects? It affects R equals mL by N E square tau A, this factor tau. Tau is the relaxation time. What it means? Relaxation time. We have already studied about this topic, relaxation time. When a free charge move inside the conductor, it will collide with bound charges. Suppose this is our conductor. Now there are two types of charges: bound charge, the electrons which are bounded to their parent nucleus, and free charge, the electrons which are free to move inside the conductor. Now these free charges will not go straight, but rather it will collide with different charges. Now when the free charge will collide from one charge to another, the time between two successive collision is called relaxation time. We can also say that the electron will relax itself between two collisions, called relaxation time. So if we increase the temperature, obviously it will increase its kinetic energy, the kinetic energy of free charge, and consequently the speed or velocity of that free charge will increase, and due to which relaxation time decreases. When temperature increases, relaxation time decreases, and as relaxation time decrease, the resistance will increase. Obviously this is for conductor, not for semiconductors or other. This is for conductor. In semiconductor it will act in a different way. We will study it later. So these are some factors affecting resistance. Let us take one example. If we have a conductor like this, if we have a conductor like this, it is hollow in the middle, current flowing, current I flowing in this way, and R1 is the inner radius and R2 is the outer radius of the conductor, and rho is the resistivity of the material of the conductor, and L is the length of the conductor. Now we have to find the resistance of this given conductor. R equals question mark. Again, learn it from the example. Pause your video. Let us find the resistance of the conductor. As previous studies suggest that R equals rho. L will represent the length along the direction of current. So rho L by A. A is the area of cross section. The area of cross section is the shaded portion. The shaded portion area of cross section can be find out pi R2 square minus pi R1 square. So this is the resistance of the conductor. Likewise, so this is your assignment. Now this is a conductor. This is the length of the conductor L. This side radius is A and this side radius is B. The current is flowing like this. Now you have to find the resistance of this conductor. R equals question mark. Okay, some common example. If this is a conductor of length L and area of cross section is A, the resistance of the conductor is R. What will be the resistance? What will be the resistance if length of the conductor is doubled? If length of the conductor is doubled, what will be the resistance? Let us solve. If the conductor's length is doubled, 2L, it means the area should be changed. And how the area will change? We can easily derive it by using the concept of volume. Whatever will be the length or area, the volume must be same. So in both the cases, volume of previous and volume of new will be same. In previous one, the volume will be area into length AL, and in the new one, let the new area of cross section be A dash. So new volume will be A dash into 2L, or A dash equals A by 2. So when length will be doubled, the area of cross section becomes halved. In this case, new resistance R dash equals to rho L by A. The new length is 2L and new area is A by 2. So R dash equals to 4 rho L by A. As this represents R, so new resistance becomes 4 times of the old one. Now take the homework. If in the same conductor length L and area of cross section is A, if area is halved, area is doubled, find the new resistance. Now there are relations between different terms which we have to derive and which we have to learn also. A relation between J, sigma and E. It is also called microscopic form of Ohm's law. Microscopic form of Ohm's law. So how we can establish the relation between this? As we know, I equals N E A V D. Vd equals E tau by m. We can easily write I by A equals, in place of Vd we can use n E square tau by m into E, and rho equals, formula is m by n E square tau. So in place of this we can write J equals E by rho, and 1 by rho equals sigma. So we can write J equals sigma E. This gives the microscopic form of Ohm's law. Now relation between, we can easily derive these types of relations. Relation between mobility and relaxation time, mu and tau. So we have studied mu equals to mobility, mu equals Vd by E, and in place of Vd we can write E tau by m. So mu equals, E cancel out, E tau by m. A relation between resistivity and mobility. Relation between resistivity and mobility. Now rho equals E by J. Rho equals E by J. We can derive these relations very well if we know the formula. Now I equals NEAVD, or I by A equals J equals NEVD. So in place of J we can write NEVD. So rho equals E by NEVD, or we can write rho equals 1 by NEVD by E, and Vd by E is mobility. Rho equals 1 by Ne mu. Or we can have 1 by rho equals sigma. It means sigma equals Ne mu. So this gives the relation between mobility and conductivity. न्यूमेरिकल्स, इस पर जो न्यूमेरिकल्स भी आएंगे वो डायरेक्ट न्यूमेरिकल्स आएंगे, वैल्यूज़ आपको दिए हुए रहेंगे, फार्मूला अगर आपको याद रहेगा तो आप बहुत अच्छे से इस पर बेस्ड न्यूमेरिकल सब बना सकते हैं, प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं। एनसीईआरटी बुक में न्यूमेरिकल सभी दिए हुए हैं, उसको ज़रूर प्रैक्टिस कीजिएगा। सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे। स्टे सेफ, स्टे एट होम।